Hello. Check, check. Okay. Sorry I'm late, everybody. I just came flying in the door and was just now able to get everything going. I had to go run an errand before the show started. I thought I was going to have about a 5 or 10 minute uh, window to get everything set up and started, but instead I ended up walking in the door about a minute after it was supposed to start. So my apologies, since I didn't preload one and no notification went out. So that is how we find ourselves where we are. So yeah. So Ryan, can you hear me, Ryan? Ryan's here. I'm still setting up the microphone and all of that. This was just a mad dash to get in the door and get everything started. Da-da-da. I'm still getting everything set up. My apologies. I'm sorry I was late getting going. Ryan said, okay, yes, you can hear me. Happy Easter, Maryland. Happy Easter, Ryan. Happy Easter, everybody. We got 7 watching. So happy Easter, everybody. Happy Bunny Rabbit Day. Yeah, I debated on whether or not I needed to run the errand before the show started because I've got a lot I've got to do, so it's going to very likely be a short one. Yeah, I was debating on running the errand, but I needed to, so. And of course, I was late getting started. I don't even know where I'm at right now. Happy Easter, Jeanette. Happy Easter, Maryland. Happy Easter, Ryan. Da-da-da. Yeah, Rosie's, didn't even get a chance to square away Rosie's blanket. I think I'm pretty much oh yeah, I'm definitely having a bad hair day. Oh well, it is what it is. So one little bit of news. The rug is gone. It is no more. Hence the reason Rosie is back on the sofa and staying on the sofa. Reason being, the friend of mine that gave me the rug has pets, so I think that Rosie could probably smell the other pets that had walked on and slept on and whatnot on the rug, and decided that she needed to cover up their scent. So she, for whatever reason, this past week, she didn't do it at first. I don't know what prompted, but she started peeing on the rug, on one corner in particular, and she would go to her litter box to poop, but she she quit going to the litter box to pee. She was peeing pretty much exclusively on the rug, and I've got a steam cleaner. I steam cleaned it a couple of times and used various air fresheners on it to try to cover the scent and all of that, and she kept doing it. So I rolled the rug up, took it out of here, and she immediately started going back to her litter box. So yeah, her rug is no more. So I don't know if I'm gonna try to get a new rug that doesn't have the scent of other animals on it. But we'll see. I know she loved the rug, and I hated to take it out, but she kept marking. So yeah, didn't you, doodle, little brat? So, well, your hair looks good. Oh well, thank you. Thank you, Marilyn. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate that. Yeah, like I said before, I'm in the process of growing it out, and it's in that awkward, can't do a whole lot with it stage. Plus, I just got back from Home Depot, and had my windows down, and also, yeah, I just love getting Easter baskets. Oh, yeah, Marilyn, Easter, I can remember Easter Sundays. I've got two sisters, and it was almost like Christmas. We would be summoned into the living room on Easter Sunday before heading off to church, and we would each have an Easter basket on the sofa, with the chocolate bunnies and the chocolate eggs and the regular eggs and the candy eggs and the little plastic grass and the whole 9 yards. It was cool. I don't know why I can't have an Easter basket at 54 years old. What do you think, Rosie? I think she may still be a little irritated about the rug. She looks less than pleased. But like I said, she immediately started going back to her litter box. No issues. So, and the reason I'm having to duck down like this is, okay, so for reference, before, when the camera was set up, the tripod was set up to be able to focus over here, then my tripod was down low. I could see the television that has the chat and everything. But then when I changed it last week to point down and get her on the rug, since she liked to stay on the rug, then I raised it up. I've got everything set. Well, today when I came flying in, I didn't have time to readjust this and readjust that. I just put the tripod where it normally goes, but now it's taller and my phone's in the way, so I'm having to duck under to see the chat. So, yeah. Sometimes you can't get the smell out of it. No, you can't. Especially once, particularly a cat, once they start marking on it, then you can shampoo it and steam clean it and, pet deodorize and everything. That ammonia smell is super, super, super hard to get out. Like furniture that has been in a smoking household. Yeah, exactly. Once that nicotine smells in clothes, it's almost impossible to get out. You're a hard one. I try. I do what I do. My bathroom remodel has taken on a life of its own. I think I've kind of updated y'all on that. So yesterday, I was going to run some new PEX tubing to to replace the old piping right there for the vanity, and so that turned into an issue. I ended up having to run some more to tie into the hot water heater. So my bathroom uh, little remodel, I ended up demoing half the sheetrock in my kitchen to be able to run to the hot water heater. So yeah, it's who knows? For all I know, my bathroom remodel may end up growing to where y'all see. I may end up ripping this wall back here out one day, and this is nowhere near my bathroom. It's just taking on, like I said, it's taking on a life of its own. Ryan says, I'm happy she started using her litter bowl. Yeah, you and me both, Ryan. You and me both. I am so glad, because I would come in and I could see that she had pooped in the litter box, but there were no puddles. What'd you do? Did you get yourself? It's spoiled. Yeah, but there would be no little clumped up balls of pee. And I'm like, gee, where did you pee? Let me guess. Yeah, and the biggest thing that keyed me into the fact that she had even aside from I could smell it, and I was like, where is it coming from? But I couldn't find it because it would usually be while I was, at work or something like that. And by the time I got home, of course, it would be dry, and I'm, feeling, this, that, and the other. Well, the biggest thing that keyed me in was I had I've got several safety orange sweatshirts. I've got a bunch of safety orange clothes that I have to wear on, particularly on big commercial job sites. But I've got some safety orange sweatshirts, and one of them was laying on the floor. I think it was an old one that I don't wear anymore, but it still smells like me, so she likes to curl up with it. But where it normally laid, she had moved it over a couple of feet. So she was actually using my safety orange sweatshirt, like, using a litter to cover up where she goes to the bathroom. She was using my sweatshirt to cover up where she goes to the bathroom. And I was like, why is this moved? And then that's when I started keying in on that part of the rug. So yeah. Jeanette says, please don't say hot water heater. I have so many. Okay. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jeanette. Yeah, hot water heaters are, but yeah. Steven's here. Steven made it. How are you doing, sir? Awesome. Glad to see you. Ryan, what issue, Jeanette? Yeah. Yeah, Jeanette's about to. Happy Easter, Stephen. Happy Bunny Rabbit Day. What was I going to say? I forgot. I forgot what I was going to say. What was I going to say, Doodle? My mind's going like 8,000 different directions. I got like 8,000 things I got to get done. I'm about. Oh, Jeanette. So Jeanette did let me see if I can pull it up. She got some artwork done for the shirts. I'm gonna try to pull it up while I'm doing the live stream. It may not work. I don't know. I'm gonna try this. Bear with me. I think I need to get a new computer just for running my live stream. just for running my live stream, because between OBS, Studio, Camo, my browser, and whatever else I generally have up, eats up a lot of my memory and makes everything run slow. Jeanette says, well, at a mock, what do you think? I'm pulling up, Jeanette sent me a picture of the artwork she had done, and I'm trying to pull it up. I'm going to try to save it. I'm going to save it to my computer and then put it in the live stream and see what everybody thinks. Come on, slow computer. Oh my God. Ermagerd. Okay. Come on, slow computer. Let's go. Doodle is chilling. Yeah, I apologize for the. She looks comfortable on the drug rug. Yeah, I think she may still be harboring some resentment toward me for removing the rug, her other rug that she loves so much. Okay. All right, there we go. Of course, it's, I think everything usually runs about 30 seconds behind, so it should be popping up soon-ish. Steven said Rosie's just chilling. Yeah, she's just chilling. There we go. All right, so that's the shirt that, the mock-up that Jeanette had done. I like it. Yeah, I had not thought about doing anything with regard to CH awareness, but I'm glad she put that on there. So, yeah, because I think that I have not necessarily strayed from the original mission of the channel, but I think there's not been as much of a focus on it, because if y'all remember, we are we're 50 episodes in, and it was in the first episode that I talked about wanting to bring awareness to CH, because a lot of people don't know what it is or don't understand it, and unfortunately a lot of cats, particularly kittens, when they start showing signs of CH, then people assume that they're in pain, they're suffering, and all of that, and they end up being euthanized. So So I'm really glad Jeanette put the cerebellar hyperplasia awareness thing on there. The only thing the only thing about the shirt that I think I might change is the color of the font on a dark shirt, because I just ran into the same thing. I'm having new shirts made for my business, and I just did the same thing. I've got different colored shirts. I've got, bright colored, safety yellow and everything for the big commercial jobs. But then I have regular, like I've actually got a dark green just like that, that my company logo, my company logo and then my name are in black, and it kind of, the lettering kind of just gets lost in the color of the shirt. So what I'm going to do with my shirts, and everybody else, pipe up and let me know what y'all think of this, is I'm going to do a different colored font for the darker shirts. I'm going to do white font for the dark green, the dark blue. What else have I got that's dark? I think I've got a dark red shirt. So then on the lighter colors, do the black lettering. Do, on the safety yellows, so for whatever color, whatever color, or we do multiple colors, then the picture is fine. The picture is perfect because there's enough shading and everything that I guess unless we put it on a black shirt, then she's still going to stand out. But the lettering, I think if we did that in white for the dark shirts and black for the lighter shirts, it would be a lot easier to read. Yeah, but now that, like I said, just the color of the font is the only thing I would change. What she did with the shirt, I think, is amazing. So, yeah. Doodle does look a little psycho right there, but I'm not convinced she's not a little psycho. So, just saying. I love you, honey. I love you, Doodle. But hey, I'm just saying. So yeah, and Ryan says he loves the olive color. Yeah, and the olive color goes along with the concept of being the army, the Rosie Army, and all this stuff. So. Are you side-eyeing me? Okay, Judgment Cat. So, yeah. So, yeah. Thank you very much, and good job, Jeanette. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind if we do, since it is a Rosie Army, I don't mind if we do one color shirt. If we do just the olive green, we just change the font to white, and but if we do multiple colored shirts, then we can go back and forth. Or we could do, since the military, all militaries going back to, I guess, the early 90s, started moving away from the olive green and started doing more of a desert tan, then we could do green shirts and desert tan, or we could change that font. Instead of changing it to white, change it to desert tan. I think desert tan on that green background would be just as good an improvement. Yeah, everybody give Jeanette a big hand. She did great on that. That's awesome. All right, so all right, we're gonna do beans and kisses, And then I think I'm gonna have to call it a show. Oh, yeah, I mean, not even half an hour, and I hate that, but I've got, I've got a couple things I've got to get done. Then I've got to meet with somebody at 5 o'clock right down the road here. So I got to cut out of here in a couple hours, and I've got a couple things I need to get done before that. So we're gonna do kisses and beans. Hey, Doodle. She knows what's coming. Ready for kisses? One for Steven, one for Ryan, one for Jeanette, one for Marilyn, and one for me. She's just relaxed. She's chilling, and I'm gonna pay for disturbing her slumber. But we gotta do beans. Yes, look at, she's looking, where's my rug? Where's my rug, Daddy? Are you missing your rug? What is it? You're not happy about this, are you? All right, we'll put you back on the sofa before you hurt me. Ah, there's what's wrong. She has probably scratched. Stop! Ow! Stop, Doodle. You can't. You gotta stop scratching your ears. My guess is she has scratched her ear to where she's probably cut herself again. She's probably about to bite the fire out of me. Doodle. Hang on. Okay, let me do. Yeah, she's probably scratched herself hard enough that she's probably scratched or cut herself inside her ear. Because normally when I rub her ear, she usually kicks her leg a little bit, but she doesn't get mad and scream. I don't know if y'all saw. I don't know if it was hidden behind the picture that was still up, but she took a bite at me. I mean, it's not her fault. I know, Doodle. I know. This ain't much. This is not. Ouch. Doodle. Good Lord. Good God, Doodle. What did you do to yourself? Rosie, I'm trying to help you. I know you're not happy with me. She is never happy with me when I break out the Q-tips. Come here. You're not going anywhere. I love you, but you're not going anywhere. You know we have to do this. Good God, Rosie. Oh my God. she's cut herself pretty good. Oh, settle down, Rosie. I know you don't like this and you're not real happy with me right now. Ow! Yeah, I'm not gonna advertise it on the show, but let's just say that there was a fair amount of blood in her ear where she had clawed herself. So, Rosie, why do you do that to yourself? And it sort of feeds on itself. She'll have an itch and she'll scratch it so bad that she'll cut herself. But then the cut itches, so she'll claw even harder. And now she's mad. She just jumped off the sofa. Oh no, she's going to the litter box. Good job going to the litter box. But yeah, when she cuts herself, then the cut itches. Apparently, I mean, I know I've had cuts that itch. You want to just scratch and scratch and scratch. But so she scratches even harder and cuts herself even more. And it's like, Doodle, just stop. But yeah, she'll be fine. She does it. I won't say she does it quite often, but this is not the first time. So I wish if I could get a little kitty bicycle helmet to put on her. Or like in the picture, the Rosie arm, I need a combat hat so she can't claw her ears. Because I filed her nails last week, so they're not as razor sharp, but she sharpens them fairly quickly. I can't cut them like I used to when she was younger. Then I could clip her claws pretty good, and they would stay dull for quite a while. But as she's gotten older, she's either discovered a way to get me to not clip her nails, or like I've said before, or her cuticles have grown out more toward the tips of her claws, because the last several times I've tried to clip them, there's been a couple of them in particular that as soon as I apply the least amount of pressure to the clippers, she screams, snatches away, and bites me. So I don't know. I just take it one day at a time and realize this is life with Rosie, and I love it. So do what I have to for her. But yeah, no, she had cut herself pretty good this time. So, and it's deep down in there. That was why I couldn't see it I couldn't see it at all. But when I got the Q-tips, then normally if I clean her ears out, I can get some ear wax or something like that. But this time they were coming up pretty red. So, but she's done, like I said, she's done it before. That's what the doodle do. So, all right, I think she has maybe partly in protest exited the show, but no, she jumped down. She went to the litter box. Now she's over at her food bowl. She's getting something to eat. So, oh no, she's come back around. She's on this side now. Are you gonna lay under the desk now? Because Daddy cleaned your ears out, or cleaned one of them out? Yeah, she's laying under the desk. Oh, I try, Marilyn. I try. She's my little furry baby. No, not sure what to say. I just run to the vet if they cut themselves. Well, that's an option, but with her being her, I won't necessarily say CH, but with her being me being either unable to clip her claws or her claws not being able to be clipped as much as they should, or I think I just had a cat hair go in my mouth. No, here, I think that's yours, Dougal. With her claws not being able to be dulled as much as they should, and her being so adamant about scratching hard on her ears and in her ears. I mean, if I took her to the vet every time she cut herself, then I'd probably be better off to live in the parking lot of the vet. I mean, she does it. That's what she does. Sometimes it's not as bad. Sometimes it's up closer toward the outer part of the ear and you can see it, but in this case, she's just one of those times where she's gotten herself deep down in her ear. And I tried doing something with her back claws when I filed her front claws last week, and that went over like a lead balloon. She absolutely positively was not having, I mean, she doesn't like to have her back feet touched anyway, but she was absolutely positively not having any of me filing. I tried, and I think I did a little bit on a couple of the nails, but she, in a very painful way, got the message across to me that she did not want her back feet touched. And after quite a few painful reminders, I decided to give in and no longer get bitten and clawed and all that stuff. More bitten because I had just filed her front claws, so that wasn't that bad. But even though her teeth aren't razor sharp, like, because I think we've talked about, I've mentioned how the tips of her canines are broken off from where she falls and hits things, but she's got enough bite force that she still hurts. And if she gets enough of her mouth and gets her molars, her back to, oh God almighty, she can hurt. She does hurt. Are you pouting now? Yeah, okay. All right. I think we're going to wrap it up right there. Say doodle toodle, say doodle toodle, say toodles doodle, or lay there and go to sleep. All right. So, all right, I'm gonna leave it up as always so that everybody can say their toodles to everybody. I hope everybody has a good, safe, productive week ahead, and I guess that's about it. And yeah, I'm out of things to say. So everybody have a good week. I will see y'all here next week. And until then, toodles everybody. Y'all have a good one. Toodles.